You can't keep black people down.
That's right.
Don't matter what the obstacle placed in front of us, we have the solutions. And the solutions are in us. And we're so ingenious. I mean, honestly, you know, if we're not careful, we can take these things and think, oh, that's no big deal. That's a big deal, beloved. It's a big deal what we did just to create a lectern. It's a big deal. But only black people have that kind of ingenuity, have that kind of mind of problem solving. And I really want us to, you know, take our problem solving credentials to the next level. To the next level. There is no problem that we have that we can't solve. Believe me, all praise is due to Allah. Praise be to Allah. I think when Brother Anthony was at the front, I think he said that the trials that we face, those trials that God allows us to go through, they're only there to help us to overcome things. You know, it's like weightlifting. Anybody ever done weightlifting? Any of you sisters ever lifted any weights? No? Yeah. Wow. Any brothers ever done any weightlifting? Yes, sir. You go to the gym and you're pumping iron. Think about what you're doing. Think about it. Why would you deliberately go and lift something heavy? Think about it. You know, I don't like going shopping to Sainsbury's or Tesco's or these places with my wife when I have to carry those plastic bags. You know, I don't know if I'm the only man who don't like plastic bags digging into my fingers when they're heavy. You know, I don't like it. I really admire sisters, how they do these things and carry these things around all the time. But I don't like it. I just don't like the uncomfortable nature of something digging into my fingers when you're carrying these heavy bags or whatever. And most people, normal people, they don't like the idea of carrying around heavy things. If you've ever had a heavy backpack on your back where you've had to walk for a distance and to carry a weight, or if you're carrying an awkward thing in your hand for a protracted period of time that's weighing down on you, who likes that? Nobody wants to carry a heavy burden. I'm a father of children, so I've had to carry my children on occasion. And, you know, sometimes would put them on my shoulder with their legs hanging here or whatever. And even that, after a while, that can become quite, especially if you've got one of these nervous children who wants to start pulling your head or you know, things of that nature. Any weight that makes one uncomfortable is something that we try to avoid. So why do you go to the gym and deliberately put weights on your arms, or put weights on your legs, or put weights on your shoulders to do squats? Why would we do this? It is because, beloved brothers and sisters, exercising with weights puts a burden on you, and that burden is not designed to break you. That burden is designed, believe it or not, to make you stronger. How does it make you stronger? First of all, the burden breaks you down. I want you to hear what I'm saying, beloved. When you have a dumbbell in your hand, a weight in your hand, and you begin to exercise this bicep, what happens after you do a certain amount of repetitions of this movement is that the muscle gets tired, and then it begins to break down. So it's getting weak to the point where after a while you can't do any more reps, because you've now broken down the fibers of the muscle. You've actually weakened it to the point where you can't do it anymore. Right. Believe it or not, it's at that point where the muscle gets really tired and weak. That signals are sent from the weakened muscle to your brain. And the signal says to the brain, emergency. We got a problem here. This is weak. The brain then sends a signal back to the muscle to rebuild it. And to make it stronger. Oh, beloved brothers and sisters. The human body. Because I know we got our car outside and we got material things like our house or our flat, our apartment, and we got some jewelry and we got some things. And we put tremendous value on these things. But beloved, there is no thing more valuable than this body. That's right. This human body. Even more valuable than the physical body is the human mind. The ability for us to think and to vision is the most valuable thing in the entire universe. There is nothing more valuable that you and I possess than this mind and this body. And if we could only appreciate why it's necessary for God to allow us to be subjected to weight, or let's use another word, pressure, or trials. Because it's only through this weight, this pressure, and these trials that we ultimately will get stronger. That's right. All praise is due to Allah. With no weight, no pressure, no trials, we go through, Sister Janet, what we called the other day, atrophy. Atrophy. That atrophy is a degenerational process. Degeneration. In other words, we get weaker. For those of us who are looking forward to 20 weeks on a beach. You can't do 20 weeks on a beach, beloved. You can do about 4 days on the beach. Straight, like 4 days. I'm going out to the beach today, Monday. You lay there, sun, man, just baking, beautiful. You're drinking pina colada, a virgin one. And then you go back out on Tuesday on the beach, sun, beautiful. Go back out on Wednesday. Let me tell you something, beloved. At a certain point in time during that process, you will realize that there has to be something else, possibly a work that you need to do other than laying on that beach, because even though you may be getting darker, even though you may be getting a nice suntan, because I don't know if you know that as black people we still get suntans, right? Some of us, we can still get tanned, and I like to get tanned. I like to get that all over black complexion. I don't like when I look in the mirror and I do this and I see different colors. See that? I don't like that. I like an even blackness. Even tone. And you'd be surprised how much of our hue we've lost by living in environments like this without sunshine. That's right. And how important it is to enhance our melanin, and to get back that blackness, that even tone, which gives us a wholeness to ourselves. Look, family, let me try and explain it a little bit more like this, in terms of the difference between struggle, hardship, and ease. See, like say for instance, you're riding a bicycle up a hill. If you're riding a bicycle up a hill, can you relax?
No, sir. No.
You can't relax, beloved. Every fiber of your being is involved in that struggle exercise. One, you're balancing. Two, you're having to push hard on the pedals because you're going uphill. It takes all of your focus and your concentration.
That's right.
See, in order to get work done, in order to be successful at anything, it requires tremendous focus and concentration. That's the only way you can get up that hill. We have to learn how to get some real focus and some real concentration into our lives, because that's how we're going to get up a hill and get over the top of that hill. Now, but there's a danger now, because when you get to the top of the hill and you start to come down the other side, what's the tendency? What is it that we like to do when we're coming down the hill? Yeah, some of us will let go of the handlebars. Some of us, we get so relaxed coming down a hill. That's called ease. And in ease is where most of the danger lies. You know, I'm one of these people. When I was growing up as a youngster, I would ride my bicycle, no hands. You know, I can just relax and just be pedaling along, no hands. I can fold my arms, whatever. And I remember on one occasion doing that, and the bicycle, the front wheel, just hit a little pebble. It was like a little stone that was on the road, and the whole of the front of the bicycle went like that. I managed to save it. I grabbed it before I hit the deck, but it was very dangerous. And ease is like that. When you take your hands off the handlebars, off the wheel, off the steering mechanism, in terms of the direction that you want to go in, that's when we are in the most danger. That's when we become vulnerable to losing our ability to achieve or accomplish our goals.